Timbaland was born Timothy Zachary Mosley on March 10, 1972 in Norfolk, Virginia to Latrice and Garland Mosley. His mother ran a homeless shelter and his father worked for Amtrak. Tim was always into music. He started DJing and putting out mixtapes while he was still in middle school under the name DJ Timmy Tim. His mixtapes helped him to gain a local buzz. He attended Salem High School in Virginia Beach. This is where he met Magnum the Verb Lord, better known by his government name Pharrell Williams. The two had a class together and connected through music. Tim would beatbox and drum on his desk, and Pharrell would do the same. Pharrell convinced Tim to take music seriously and capitalize off his buzz. Taking his advice, Tim formed the group SPI, which stands for Surrounded by Idiots. The group consisted of his friend Larry, Magoo, who he met through Larry, and himself. He would also reach out to Pharrell, asking him to join. Pharrell agreed to take part in the group, although he was already in a group of his own known as the Neptunes. They would spend hours playing around with sound and music, helping them to become more educated and better at their craft. The crew would make an 11-track demo tape which they sent out to radio stations, hoping to achieve airplay, but they were rejected time after time. Eventually the group disbanded and went their separate ways respectfully. Pharrell continued to work with the Neptunes and would get discovered by Teddy Riley. Timbaland continued to DJ and make beats. Magoo would introduce him to Missy Elliott, an artist from Portsmouth, Virginia. Missy was a part of the female R&B group known as Sister. He and Missy clicked right away and would start collaborating together. They both eventually signed to Devontae Swing, former member of the group Jodeci, becoming part of the Swing Mob, also known as the Basement Crew. Missy was signed on with her group, and Tim was signed on later as a producer. A few years after producing for all the artists in the Basement Crew, Tim left and continued production on his own. He was contacted by Atlantic Records not long after. Atlantic was looking for a producer to work with their artist Aaliyah on her second album and thought Tim would be perfect for the job. Recognizing the energy that Tim and Missy had together, Atlantic reached out to Missy to be a part of the process as well. In the late 90s, Tim was an unstoppable force. Some of the work he is best known for started with his work on Aaliyah's album 1 in a Million, which has been certified 2 times platinum and peaked at number 18 on the US Billboard 200 and had hit songs If Your Girl Only Knew, 1 in a Million, and 4-Page Letter. He worked with Genuine on his debut album The Bachelor, which also went 2 times platinum and peaked at number 26 on the US Billboard 200 and contained the hit song Pony. He worked with Missy on her debut album Super Duper Fly, which has been certified platinum and had the hit songs The Rain and Sock It To Me featuring Da Brat. The album peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard 200. It sold 129,000 copies in the first week. The entire album was recorded in just 2 weeks. He's also known for his work with Justin Timberlake, initially working on the hit song Cry Me a River, which peaked at number 3 on the US Billboard 100 and has been certified platinum. Later on, they worked on the hit song Sexy Back, which peaked at number 1 on the US Billboard 100 and has been certified 3 times platinum. Some of the other popular artists he has produced for are Tupac, Jay-Z, Beyonce, Nelly Furtado, Alicia Keys, Madonna, Kanye West, and so much more. Aside from the work he's done for everyone else, Tim has 3 solo albums, starting with his debut album Tim's Bio, released November 24, 1998. His second album Shock Value released April 3, 2007, and his third album Shock Value 2 released December 8, 2009. He also has 3 albums as the duo Timbaland and Magoo, starting with Welcome to Our World, released November 11, 1997, Indecent Proposal, released November 20th, 2001, and Under Construction Part 2, released November 18, 2003. Tim has been in the game now for more than 30 years and still making an impact in the culture. In 2020, he and Swizz Beatz created the Versus Battle series. The series invites 2 artists, predominantly R&B and hip-hop, to compete against each other in 2 10-song rounds. Tim is constantly sharing the knowledge that he has gained with the youth, and is probably the most innovative producer ever. When it comes to hip-hop, he puts in overtime, and for this, we give Timbaland his flowers.